Okay, this is the landscape project update for July 23rd, Sunday morning. I'm out here this morning. I'm taking up some of this old darker stuff that we're going to use in flower beds in the back, and we're going to put the newer gravel over there out front here after we get the back done. And I'll have to see if the guys are even up for this, because this really wasn't part of the deal. We'll see what happens. Stand by, I'm going to show you the back real quick before we get it finished this morning. Okay, we're in the backyard this morning now. This is our river rock swale to help drain this part of the yard out there to the fence. I had to bring about, I don't know, a dozen or more wheelbarrow loads back here to, help us set the boundaries for this swale. So we're at about 69 wheelbarrow loads so far, with much more to come. We don't have a lot in the backyard left to finish. We have this area right here. There's a very small area right here, and then this part of the backyard from here, back around to the blue agave there, and probably going to put some more in different places out here where we've got identified it's a little bit thin. So this should all be done today. Heinz and Scott will be here at 7, and it is just now about 6, and I'm going to do a little pre-work. It's Scott's turn on the little wheelbarrow, my turn on the big one.
That's all right. Little wheelbarrow, but I say that.
Heinz is out there raking it out as we go, and in the background we've got a thunderstorm going on. Okay guys, it's kind of rained off and on this morning. It's been nice, cloud cover, coolness. Okay, so we finished back here. I don't want to show you the whole thing yet. I will do that soon, but I want to rake it out, make it look nice. But we finished everything back here except our little bitty area up here, even this. Our little bitty area up here by the wall, we still need to finish that, but we need to do a little work on it first. But here we are. You can see that the Texas Rangers are already starting to come back. The ones that we cut, they're all like that, showing that they're going to come back. The mound looks really nice out here. So I can't complain. I think we're looking pretty good, and we'll show you the whole thing when we're completely done. So we still have a fair amount of rock left, but that's okay. We took like a 93 or so wheelbarrows to the backyard, and what I've been working on here is clearing out these areas up front here, and we will use more of the rock to do these areas. And this rock that I'm taking off of here, this one's pretty much done, ready to add the new rock to. I got to scrape all of the old rock off of this, and we're going to use it in the back flower beds here and over here. Took all the river rock from there, and we're just going to put gravel all the way to the front. So it has to be scooped up into wheelbarrows to get it to the backyard because of the limit of the 3-foot fence. But once we start filling in this area and this area and the area behind me, we're going to do that with the tractor, and it'll go much quicker. So that's where we are as of today. And also, while we have all of this cleared off, Heinz says let's just replace the irrigation system out front, so that is just over and done with. It's nowhere near as involved as the backyard. It's a much smaller irrigation system, so looks like that's going to happen. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, just to show you what I mean when I say spaghetti lines, this is our standpipe there with the manifold on top, and we're going to water 2 plants, this one and that one over there. So as you can see, Heinz has installed a couple of thin plastic lines coming off of the manifold to go to each plant. So when I say spaghetti line, it's this real thin little line, and at the end of the line, the red thing right there, that is what they call an emitter, and that's where the actual water comes out. And depending on the emitter, it allows, you know, 1 gallon, 2, 4 gallon per hour, etc. So that's what we mean when we say emitters, manifold, and spaghetti lines. Okay, you might wonder why I have a bunch of tools out here. So, excuse me, this area around the palm tree, I've already kind of cleaned this out, and Heinz is on his way over with the tractor. I took him to drop off his car for a front end alignment this morning. Took him home and he's bringing the tractor back. So he'll be able to scoop out of the big pile over there and bring it right over here and drop it in here. There's no irrigation or anything, so we should be fine here. We'll just drop it in and level it out. And then over here and eventually over here, I'm in the process of raking up the gravel, as you can see right here, so I can use it in the flower beds in the back. It's kind of a process, but yeah, I don't want to waste it. So anyway, that's what's going on this morning. Heinz is in the backyard hooking up all the spaghetti lines, and he's nearly done. Okay, so not a lot to see today. In the backyard, Heinz worked on getting all the spaghetti lines connected, and we turned everything on and tested it, and it is working properly. It's actually running right now. For me, I cleared this out of the top layer of gravel here and took it back, and we filled in a couple of flower beds back there, and I kind of scraped this and got it ready for new gravel. Heinz had the tractor here. He had to leave, but just before he left, he put a couple buckets of the new rock down here, so we'll spread that. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm tired today. Gonna go get something to eat pretty soon. But a lot of what we did today, it just doesn't show up very much. I mean, this took quite a while. I'm gonna show you where we put this rock. Hang on. Okay, so I brought that darker gravel back here and put it in this flower bed. These flower beds have never had gravel before, but now they do. I think it looks pretty good. And then right over here by this big oleander garden, you can see I've been dumping piles. It's hard to see in the shade, of gravel back here, and it basically just needs to get spread out. Piles and piles. But anyway, so unfortunately Monday the 24th of July 2023 was not a huge day in terms of what you could see getting done. Anyway, thought I'd share that with you. Thank you for watching. Okay, it's 8:45 on Tuesday the 25th of July 2023. This morning we put gravel in here. You saw all those piles I dumped in the last video. I'm showing you right here because it's in shade over here and harder to see. But with all those piles, Heinz got in here and raked those out. Looks really good. They've never had gravel in them before, but we're using the old gravel so we don't just waste it. And so that looks really good. Right there, see? Nicely done. And then we put gravel in this one where there was never gravel before. And this one looks really nice. Like I said, with gravel that would have otherwise had to be hauled off or something. And now we're working on the side of the house here. You can see the tractor over there. Some of the gravel from the front that needs to come off before we can dig for irrigation is going to come over here. It's a low spot. We'll put this gravel in and just level it out to about the tree or so, and it'll look a lot better than it does now. And then we'll start digging irrigation for the front and get that done, bury it, and then put the new gravel out in the front. So we'll see how things go in a little bit here. Okay guys, it's about 10:24. We're nearly done for the day. We stop at 10:30. This area under these windows with these two plants, the javelina lay here, deer lay here, birds to get in underneath this shade. Javelina, I think I said that, and rabbits. So from that post back and the edge of the house here back, I'm going to leave it for them. We'll put some nursery stones along here to delineate where they can go and where I would rather they did not go. So we've got this whole area. I'm going to get back here. We've got this whole area cleared off. The extra gravel went to the side of the house. And over here we've started digging. Heinz is just finishing clearing out where I hit it with a jackhammer here. So you can see there's trench to go back here to these two plants, there and there. We dug another trench to come to this plant over here. And then we dug a trench up here at the end. That's what Heinz is cleaning out to go to each of the plants here. So once we get this all done and get it all buried, then we can put the rock in here, and then we'll start on the other side. We're going to have to go underneath the sidewalk, which is going to be a pain, and go to water some things over there. But we got this part done because we don't need any water lines to this. So we use the tractor here to dump 3 loads in here and spread this out. We back away so you can see it. It looks pretty good. Still have more left over there, but it's going to get used up. So that's what the rest should look like. Anyway, that's a kind of a long segment there. So thanks for watching, and that's where we are.